Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. About a minute before you even start exercising, your heart rate will actually involuntarily increase in anticipation. You know, if you actually exercised. The smell of rain is caused by a bacteria called jayus, and the human nose is extremely sensitive to it. Like, we can smell rain better than sharks can smell blood. The average boner uses about 2 tablespoons of blood to become erect. About the same amount of blood that's inside of a gerbil. So guys, you're welcome. Next time you have a boner, you're gonna think of a gerbil and probably lose it. Or not, depending on what you're into. In honor of all the homophobic hate comments I've been getting, this is insane history facts that school just refuses to teach you. Gay edition. When Leonardo da Vinci was 24, he was arrested for having gay sex, not once, but twice. He was acquitted, but if they would have killed him for it, we wouldn't have parachutes, helicopters, the Last Supper, Mona Lisa, or that drawing of a man. So the samurai and Japanese culture in general during the Edo period not only accepted homosexual activity, but they saw it as an honorable and noble pursuit. And when the Japanese government made sodomy illegal, it was the samurai that fought against it and eventually got it repealed. Anne Frank was gay. They censored most of this out during the original publication, but she wrote about fantasizing about naked women, wanting to touch her best friend's breasts, and wishing she had a girlfriend. If schools actually taught about gay history, I probably would have paid more attention. So I don't do yoga, but she does yoga, so we're gonna do some yoga. This is easy as shit. I could do this all day long. All day long.
Okay, you wanna go back up? Like a little tree. It's like Pocahontas.
Like you're about to sit into a chair.
Inhale, exhale, fold all the way down.
Here. No, we don't do that, we do this. There you go. I need a cough and I can't.
I think this is warrior 3.
We're a bird.
Warrior 3, babe.
Bird.
Are you doing it?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm
You
gonna
can
fall.
twist out of it.
This has been yoga. Did you know that the way you walk can tell me a whole lot about your personality and the kind of person you are? So if you lead with your head and lean a little bit forward when you walk and make very quick strides, you're the type of person that just likes to get shit done. You're very logical, somewhat intelligent, and you have a positive influence on your friends, but they tend to think you're a little cold and pretty competitive. So if you walk with your chest out, shoulders back, head held high, and a little pep in your step, you're a very fun, charismatic, and outgoing person, and you just radiate confidence, but some people might think you're a little much with your over-the-top personality. So if you tend to walk a little light on your toes, you keep your eyes glued to the ground and your arms at your side, and you just walk at this gentle, cautious pace, you're more likely really introverted, but like super polite. You tend to treat people how you want to be treated, but you're really bad at communicating your wants and needs because you just expect people to read your mind, which can be a little annoying, but you guys are literally the nicest people. These are just the most common 3 walking styles. There's a ton more, so if you didn't see yours, give this video a like for part 2. Something is really shady about the US mattress industry. Every city has way more mattress stores than it actually needs, and when's the last time you even bought a mattress? If we paid homeless people to pick up trash, our cities would be cleaner and they would have some money to get back on their feet. Getting your partner's name tattooed on your body is a surefire way to guarantee that you two will not last. It is a curse, don't you dare fucking do it. The reason McDonald's Sprite hits different than normal Sprite is because they have a higher syrup to carbonated water ratio. They literally just add more sugar. Donald Trump never intended to win the US election, he just did it for attention. You don't believe me? This is Trump's reaction to the announcement that he just won. Does his body language radiate excitement to you? Story time. When I was a kid, my family and some of my parents' friends decided to go to Disneyland, okay? The most magical place in the world. But it started getting a little weird when one of my parents' friends, we can call him John, started getting hit on by like a ton of fucking dudes. This guy is here with his wife and kids and all these guys keep coming up to him like, hey, how you doing? John's confused, my parents are confused, I'm confused because I'm a child and I just want to ride some rides. Parents start to notice though that a lot of people at the park today are wearing red. In fact, every dude that's came and hit on John was wearing red. You know who else is wearing red? John! I fucking hate how much this makes me laugh. We went to Disneyland on gay day, and the color of choice to let everybody in the park know that you are gay was red. And so all these dudes thought John was fucking gay and they were hitting on him. He ended up buying a new shirt at the gift shop, but I find this story just hilarious. Not so fun facts to completely ruin your day. Criminals who are considered unattractive usually receive a 50% longer jail time sentence than everybody else. So, if you ever get caught committing a crime, you better hope that judge thinks you're cute. If the apocalypse was to ever actually happen, anybody who takes medication daily is just completely fucked. So occasionally the sun lets out these super massive bursts of plasma energy that could wipe out satellites, the power grid, and the internet for decades. And the only way to stop it is to see it ahead of time and then turn off everybody's power for a few days. On a brighter note, if this does happen, you'd be able to see the northern lights from anywhere. So I always wear my hair like this, and everybody always complains like, oh my god, Jayus, why do you wear your hair like that? It's always on one side. And you know what? I hear you. I listen. So I got my girlfriend here to help me try some different hairstyles, and you guys are gonna tell me which ones you guys like. Pigtails are just gonna be a hard no for me. I look like Princess Leia. Got a high ponytail. We got some braids now. Kind of shows off my undercut pretty well. Got the very highly requested middle part. I don't wear hats, but like, I could wear hats. The slick back Matrix look is also another hard no for me. Oh my god, straight Jayus is back now. Let me know what you like. Insane history facts that school just refused to teach you. Sigmund Freud, you know about this dude if you ever taken a psychology class. He loved cocaine, like he fucking loved cocaine. He had a friend that had a morphine addiction. He's like, you know what? I can cure you. Here, take some cocaine. It didn't work. Alexander the Great had 361 official prostitutes just on call for him at any time. 4 more and he would have one for every day of the year, but he thought that would be a little excessive. So the Welsh would often go into England and steal sheep, but this was punishable by death. So if they were ever caught, they said, no, I'm not here to steal the sheep, I'm here to fuck the sheep, which was not punishable by death. So when they were making the original Star Wars, Carrie Fisher came out in her Princess Leia costume, and George Lucas looked at her and said, you can't wear a bra under that dress, and she was like, why not? And he said, because there's no underwear in space. Like, A+ on the commitment to the movie, but that's a little creepy. Toy Story 2 was almost deleted. Like, we were this close to just not having this at all because somebody fucked up and erased 90% of the movie, and then they went to check and the backup drive failed. Like, the only reason we have this is because a worker was on maternity leave and had a copy of the movie at home. For one of the scenes in Poltergeist, actress Jo Beth Williams had to swim around in the mud and shit with like bones and skulls and stuff, but what she didn't know at the time was those were not props. Those are real fucking dead bodies because it was cheaper to buy from the medical supply center than it was to buy rubber corpses. So they had this girl swimming with fucking dead people and they didn't tell her until afterwards. If that was me, I would have fucking killed everyone there.
Hi, we're making pizza.
We are not Italian.
No,
I'm a little Italian, actually.
I might be a little Italian as well.
Turk's not dead. Turk's not dead.
I just realized that this is in the background. Are we gonna get demonetized? Why is this so hard? Why didn't we just buy the brush?
So I wanted to make it.
Why don't we just roll it out?
Never ever use a rolling pin.
Okay, thanks, dude.
You didn't help me at all.
Hey, but which part did you get?
All of it.
We're having fun.
You got ranch, right? Or else we can't eat these. Look at this.
You're so tough.
Did you just drink?
I'll have more if you want. You only want to get me for content. Oh my god.
Yeah.
She doesn't even deny it.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You want me to come here?
Yes, please. Hi.
Hi.
insane history facts that school has refused to teach you. Pepsi once had the 6th largest military in the entire world because Russia wasn't able to cover their cost with vodka. So instead they traded a destroyer, a cruiser, a frigate, and 17 submarines. In ancient Egypt, they covered their servants with honey to attract the flies away from the pharaohs. So Newton and Leibniz, the two dudes that invented calculus, were lifelong virgins, never had sex, and they were very proud of that fact.
I love you the most.
You wanted that.
Oh, I'm choking. Or hug, okay. Your food might get cold. I love you a lot. I'm gonna go put this orange juice back, okay? My neck's hurting, my neck's cramping up. Babe, claustrophobia.
There's a lot of misinformation literally everywhere, so I'm here to clear some things up for you guys. All that extra air in your chip bag isn't just chip companies saying fuck you. The air protects the chips from breaking, and a lot of it's nitrogen to keep it from going stale. Dinosaurs aren't extinct. There is zero genetic reason not to classify birds as dinosaurs, because that's what they are. Birds are dinosaurs. You know, man, we only use like 10% of our brains, and you know Einstein, man, he probably used like 12%. Shut the fuck up. That is so wrong. We use all of our brain. We just use different parts at different times. And it's actually pretty common to use 100% of your brain at the same time. It's called having a fucking seizure.
It's gonna get worse. Okay, you're doing this. I mean, you look really cute. You are? Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to do it. This is not how you get really sleepy. This is not how you get really sleepy. I think so. No, it's getting wet. I don't want to ruin your...
I jumped in the pool.
Oh, well, okay. I guess you wanna... Oh, is it coming off now? Oh, it's so hot. Oh, look.
The flies could take over whenever the fuck they want, and we couldn't do a goddamn thing about it. For every person on Earth, there are 17 million flies. How the fuck are we still alive right now? The last day that all humans were living together on Earth was November 2nd, 2000. Since then, we've always had somebody living in the International Space Station. Cows actually moo in different accents depending on their region. Italian cows be like, moo, and French cows be like, moo, and American cows be like, hey man, can I get like one Big Mac meal? That'd be awesome. Moo. Really weird human body facts that I can guarantee you didn't know. If for some reason you were to fart consistently for 6 years and 9 months, there would be enough energy built up to create an atomic bomb. If you're ever looking for your car in like a really big parking lot, you can actually take your keys and press the button under your head and it'll increase the radio signal's range because your brain acts as a radio transmitter. The average person has 5.5 quarts of blood in their body and 90% of your blood is water, meaning it would only take 2.5 flavor packets to turn all of your blood into Kool-Aid. Psychology tricks that I know work because I use them. If you ever feel like your life's in danger, like you're being followed, you're being harassed, you feel like somebody's going to attack you, start acting fucking crazy. Like you just turned into a mental patient high on PCP. I'm talking crab walk, singing the ABCs to the tune of Living on a Fucking Prayer, okay? 9 times out of 10, the person messing with you isn't gonna wanna mess with you anymore. If you're ever at a restaurant, bar, or a party and you wanna know if somebody's watching you, like checking you out a little bit, turn sideways and check your watch. even if you don't have one, okay? And be like, oh yeah. This person, if they're watching you, they're gonna wanna know what time it is. And if they check the time, you got your answer. Silence is so fucking powerful, you guys. I don't even think you fully understand. Like in any sort of conversation where you're trying to get information or you're negotiating a price, stay quiet, maintain eye contact. The other person's gonna end up talking and talking and talking, and you're gonna end up on top.
A, B, C, D, F, G,